I'm Ben Prater, Southeast Program Director for Defenders of Wildlife. And today we're here in western North Carolina at a beautiful hotspot for the eastern hellbender, one of the world's largest salamanders and one of the coolest salamanders we have here in the Appalachians. Doing some inventories and surveys, really just to kind of help give us a pulse check on the health of the population so we can look for trends, whether we're seeing indications of disease, any drops in the population, or other positive signs. Maybe we'll see juvenile animals and things of the like. So one of the challenges we have as an organization working on rare species is that oftentimes much of what we know about these critters is kind of hard to discover because their numbers are limited. So for years, the principal way that we were targeting efforts for hellbenders was to come out and physically census for the animals. And that is, a little bit of a heavy-handed process. So we have looked at other ways of increasing our chances of detecting hellbenders in stream without having to do as much habitat disturbance. So one of the first ways we addressed that was to develop artificial nest boxes. So similar to putting up a bluebird box in your yard or a wood duck box on your lake. These are boxes that hellbenders would use, and because the location was known, because it was something that we had put in place, we could easily go back to that location, study that animal, and that use of that habitat. And now, one of the state-of-the-art solutions that we're using to detect both hellbenders, but also any other animal that's in the stream, is through a process called eDNA. And what that is a survey method that actually takes water samples at discrete intervals or known locations, and then that water sample is actually run through a set of analyses to actually quantify and decipher the amount of DNA that's in the water column. But nonetheless, it gives us an immediate, very, very cost-effective means by which to say, yes, hellbenders are present in these places without having to do that commensurate disturbance of habitat. So pretty exciting technology, and we're beginning to test its applications to go into areas that have either never been inventoried before or are kind of unknown, to use that quick, easy method to determine, which is reducing the amount of man hours you're putting out there and increasing the amount of efficiency that we need to do to get these conservation programs targeted where they belong.